So hey guys, and welcome to another Retro Games for Cheaters with me, Supernautus. Today we're playing M.U.S.H.A, the metallic uniframe super hybrid armor. Yes. Developed by Compile in 1990 and published by Seismic Software in the West, well, in North America specifically. And yeah, it's another vertical scrolling shooter. And it's our first Retro Games for Cheaters of the day. That's our first video of the day. We'll see what we do for the rest. Here we go. Let's get started. Let's check the options out first. Okay, well let's just keep the... Wait, stop? I can choose the music? Or will it change each time? May as well put it on hard because we're playing it with infinite health and lives. Although if we've got infinite health, why do we need infinite lives? Let's go! Let's stop the advance of the enemy's mobile base! Which is like a temple on wheels, I don't know. I want to collect that before I... So there we go. There are a variety of weapon upgrades. I'm just going to turn this down in my ear because it's a bit loud, sorry. So like that one now gives me like a lightning bolt type thing. And as I pick up more upgrades for that, it gets more powerful, obviously. The infinite health is definitely helping us. You can also adjust your... you know, you see you've got other things flying around. You can adjust how those are flying, so I've got it in free form just now. I can set them up so they only fire forwards. I can set it up so they fire in 3 directions. So left and right as well as straight ahead. I can set it up so that it's firing behind me. For enemies behind me, obviously. And I can set it up, there you go, so it's in reverse as well. Or that it rolls around the screen in a variety of directions. But freeform seems to be the best option as far as I can see. This is kind of sequel to, I think it's M.U.S.H.A or Aleste. And was originally being developed as M.U.S.H.A Aleste 2, I think, or Aleste 2 at least. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I'm sure I could probably find out if I looked a bit deeper into it. That's what I want. The lightning one I think's the best weapon. The others I'm not too fussed about, to be honest. They don't, to me, seem to do quite as much damage. So I might just stay away from like the fire and water options. I almost collected that, I didn't really want to. As I say, try and stick with this lightning one if we can. Because as a secondary weapon, it certainly appears to be the better option. To get through things quickly. There we go. Now it's a single beam again, but a much thicker single beam. It's all good. And with this being freeform as well, it just means these little things will fly for whatever enemy there is. Ah, I've accidentally changed it to the fire one. Well, that's okay. May as well do that one as well then. Obviously once these are fully upgraded, you may get some slightly better options out of them. Gotta destroy these. Freeform certainly seems to be the best option from what I can see. As well. I'll switch to that just to see how that's improving. But I still think I prefer the laser one. The watery one seems more like it puts a shield around me, which obviously in the current situation I don't really need. But, you know, so what? I do find I tend to play an awful lot of scrolling shooters on these videos. But we like to try and play a variety of things. Here we go. The levels are actually quite long as well, in comparison to some things. The levels actually seem to take quite a while, which is good. I mean, I'm not complaining about that. And now just that central one, and then we have to shoot the top of this temple, this rolling temple on wheels. That's firing flaming heads at me. But, you know, the infinite health obviously means we don't have to fly around too much. We can just do that. The soundtrack I think is very good, the music. And it's a very good look. It looks like a very good game. For the time, you know, the graphics and everything else are very nice. It's a fast-flowing game, as you want your shoot-'em-ups to be. Little environmental hazards here. That we have to deal with. Most of the enemies don't take a long time to deal with. As well, you don't want to get stuck, you know, with too many small enemies for too long. That's definitely improved. The size of that has definitely changed. So yeah, we will take all the upgrades just so you can see the variety of stages each weapon has. So there we go, this one now has 2 beams. 2 very thick beams. And we have to destroy this thing. There it goes. What's next? Each stage appears to have a mid-stage boss, followed by a... or should I say a tougher mid-stage enemy. And we're just launching little bomblets around. Which has taken out a lot of the enemies before they've even hit the screen. This one's actually grown on me a little bit, this watery one. Back to this again. And avoiding moving platforms that would otherwise cause us some serious problems. I don't know if we've reached the highest level on one of these weapons. That's got even bigger, I think. But yes, fast and frantic. That's the way people like these things, right? I feel like I need to take one and let it and upgrade it completely before I take another one. Admittedly, I'm just cutting across the front of these enemies, aren't I? I think this is the boss coming. So let's just try and... let's just try and do this without... It's got like a baby's face on it, look. It honestly looks like it's got like an angry baby's face on the front of it. The good news is I can hit both barrels with this special weapon. And he's gone. Mission complete, return to base. Or not. Or not. What's interesting with this game as well is that it kind of departs a bit from the previous style, if you like, of the other M.U.S.H.A games, M.U.S.H.A, whatever, in that it's got a very traditional Japanese aesthetic in some of the character designs and things. That it perhaps didn't have previously. I think he's gone. I don't think we can do much more with him. Oh no, there's a crack in the ground, but I'm flying, so it's not going to make any difference for me. Kind of seems like, oh no, it's some kind of environmental hazard that doesn't affect me at all. There we go, look, now we've got some sort of evil mask. Like an Oni style. I don't know. Someone's teleporting all over the place. Also improving our main gun there. It's now 4 beams where before it was 3. I just love this. I just think it's got so much power now. Now we got something else. This would be without the infinite health. This would be a disaster, an absolute disaster. Trying to go through all of those little gaps. There's another one of those masks. I don't know, you know, I still think I prefer this one. You don't have to get close to anything with this one. With the blue one, you need to like be basically right on top of your enemy for it to give you any advantage. The fireball one, the missiles obviously are a little bit better in one respect because they kind of lock on to enemies, so you can catch people who are on the other side of the screen. Even just using this on its own is enough to take out quite a lot of them. I'll take that. Not that it'll make any major difference, because I think we've fully improved this now. There we go, that's nice. That definitely works quite well. Now he's turned into like some kind of spiky centipede. We're good. And he's gone. Another mission complete. Another return to base. Easy. I shouldn't say things like that, really, should I? What have we got now? Destroy the long-range attack bomber. Okay. We managed to avoid picking up any of those pickups there. These are weird looking planes. Oh no, it's a baby head. It's a Buddha head. It's a head. That's not how you get a head. Welcome to the Cheesy Joke Hour. I would say that the this lightning attack is fully upgraded now. I don't think we're going to get any more improvements on it. So let's see what we can improve on the others. Now we're shooting out little blue bits as well. Oh, that's those, what those portals were. Next. Oh, it's a guy with a flail. There's another one. I can see his shadow. Very nice. Oh look, it's like a weird... What would you call that? Like, almost like a spidery thing? It's frustrating, whatever it is. But it's gone now. Do these help? Doesn't look like it much, does it? It's almost like a black hole those bombs are put in there. Is that what it is, do you think? We're in the clouds. If that's what we want. It's another one of these. Another Buddha head. Just a little itch for a moment there. This is one thing, you know, when you're playing these kinds of games, that momentary itch or anything like that will just totally take you out of the moment, and possibly you end up dead. Oh, I just need to do something quickly. I don't want that. I'm going to stick with this for now. Boss has come in. What is that? It's like a weird head on the front of a plate of a ship. Can we only kill it when it's open? Looks like we can only kill it when it's opened up. It's the only time when it really starts flashing. Oh, the front part. It's separated its front section. It's the Starship Enterprise. This is the battle bridge we're against now, obviously. Shame that. We've driven the enemy out of our territory. Now we need to push on. And just finish the job. Or do we? Attack their supply lines. Should we not have done that first? I mean, that would have ended their attacks on us pretty fast. If they didn't have any supplies. These are slightly tougher enemies in that they take a lot more shooting before they go. I think picking that up actually makes any difference now. It's going faster. Why did I pick that up? There's just no need. Oh, it's like a no mask thing. A theatrical mask. And those are actually black holes that's creating. Do the hands? Do I have to kill the hands or the head or? Well, it looks like it's crying blood, so we've won. It'll presumably be some kind of oil. Oh, what's this now? Some sort of big... Is it another fortress? Looks like it's another rolling fortress. Does that damage those? Doesn't appear to. What does that say in the middle? It's not like a kanji type symbol, is it? Some kind of logo. Maybe for some sort of demonic cult. Oh, here's another one. I don't know what these guys are. They're crazy enemies. And let's be honest, in reality, if somebody was flying a vessel like this against all of these kinds of things, no, they would not have succeeded. You know, in reality, luckily we're not too concerned about realism where this game's concerned. I was playing the adventure game Wailing Heights. Unfortunately, I seem to have some serious problem with the game. I checked because I didn't seem to be able to do anything. I looked at a guide and it told me to do some things. And I tried doing those things and it didn't do any good. So I probably won't continue that. It's probably me that's made the mistake. It was an enjoyable game otherwise. Who's this guy? Looks like a transformer. Like he's going to transform into an armor helmet or something. Everything goes by so fast. Apart from the power-ups. We're at the boss already. Oh, it's this mask again. It obviously managed to console itself and stop crying tears of blood. So is this some sort of supply ship? It says we're cutting off their supply lines, so... Oh no, now it looks much worse. Now it looks like something from hell. Jigoku? I don't know, it just looks like some sort of hellish science fiction demon ship. And it's taken a lot of hits. A lot of hits. Has it even taken any damage, I wonder? Yes, it's dead. It's taken a battering. Time to go after their leader. Does that mean that's the final mission coming up? That's what we say. Catch their battleship. Catch the pigeon. Catch the pigeon. Your leader shall fall. You can't wave your flails at me. I mean, they can, but it won't do them any good. Another one, another blue face. He's obviously cold. Cold day for him. I guess. Because all of his buddies have been destroyed. So he's very sad. So that we're on 13 million points, so that's good. I'll definitely have the high score. Because I'm the only person playing it. Is this their ship? It certainly looks like it might be. It's got an evil face on it. It's their battleship that looks like an actual ship. Is this the space battleship M.U.S.H.A? What is? Kill the cannon! There we go. I'll let my side guns deal with that. I'd like to destroy this cannon if I could. It would be great if they had just continuous upgraded appearance for these weapons until finally you just had a big green beam blasting across the entire screen. Come on. Their leader's waiting. Oh, I accidentally switched to that. So I mean I'm going to have to use that for the remainder of this level. No. We just killed one of them. Like a few minutes ago. That's not the boss, is it? It's a bit of a letdown if that's the final boss. Especially because it looks like that's him dead already. Nope. Now he's swinging his blue wand around. Like some sort of frost giant. Put your wand away, mate. No one wants to see that. I've arrived at their main headquarters. Kill them all. I thought that was the final level, but I guess there's one more. Oh, it looks exactly like the last one. Infiltrate their airspace, find their headquarters. I thought we found their headquarters, you just said that. Find them again! Did it not just say that we'd found their headquarters? I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. What's next? Static. It honestly does just look like static. As it switched between areas. I wish there was more improvement to these weapons. This will be a mid-stage boss type fight of some sort. Infinite health. I mean, you can play this game with just one hand anyway. It's very easy. Oh, I switched to that accidentally. With its black hole bombs. I think I'd rather have that. Another mid-stage boss. It looks like a hovercraft when it was folded up. All these moving parts to make all these like bits that extend out and pop out from these ships, right? These are some very over-engineered battleships. Just lots of extra bits and pieces that could go wrong, isn't it? Surely you just want something that does what you need it to. If your ship has to transform in the middle of battle, it's just another thing that could go wrong, surely. Isn't it? Is this the core? It says it's the core. Looks like just shoot the middle, to be honest. Looks like that's all you're supposed to do. We've done something to it. That's not the final one yet, though, is it? Now we've got green balls. Well, I don't, but I mean, there are some there. I'm assuming we've got to destroy the green balls. Yep, there's one down. This enemy has only got one ball. Actually, it's got two. It's got a big purple one too. We got a little melody for defeating that. Oh, now it's going to run away from me, dragging its purple ball behind it. It's taking its ball and running away. Was that one of those babies from Death Stranding? I've destroyed their main base. Escape before it blows. Oh, come on then. I'm stuck in this corridor with this exploding ball. How can I escape? Well, looks like I have. Well, that's good then. Dock with the mothership. What if I don't want to? What if I just want to float in... What is this? No, one last battle, it looks like. Wait, that was it? We're not docking with our mothership quite yet. They weren't finished. Is he dead or what? There's the mothership. Dock with it then. Is that the docking section? Apparently so. Well, there we go. We had to kill one last enemy who was a sore loser. I mean, his whole base has been destroyed. What hope did he have? Did I, through points, gain 18 lives playing that game? Well, that's interesting, isn't it? What did we end up with points-wise then? What's that? 1,330,000,000? I don't know. 133 million. Good enough. Is this gonna... floating away? Is this... Does the game just freeze like this? Well, not freeze, obviously, but just run like this forever once you've finished it? All missions complete. Great job, Terry. With an I, so... I don't know, you can't make assumptions. There we go. Terry and her friend. She succeeded. As the staff roll up the screen. I hope you've enjoyed M.U.S.H.A. If you have, please feel free to hit that like button, maybe add a subscription too, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye for now.